Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Infinity and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course the law of attraction. It's funny, as I was meditating, preparing for this reading, I felt like I just couldn't start recording yet. I felt like I needed to pull some kind of an initial message or a few cards from a deck that I don't normally pull cards from. This is the Starry Beginnings Oracle Cards deck. Now, immediately when I shuffled this deck, two cards came out. The first card is Shine Love on Fear. Love will light up the darkness. The second card is Embrace the Dark. Shine your true light upon this earth. And what I find so interesting about these cards is when you think about it, they're very connected. They both have to do with fear. One is saying love will light up the darkness, and the other is saying to embrace the dark. And what I heard for us as twin flames through this card, or these two cards rather, is really a message of embracing the journey, embracing the sometimes chaotic aspects of this twin flame journey as it unfolds here on this physical earth. And this really was synchronistic as well, because in my love word scramble, for those of you who are new, I do like to channel random specific words that connect to the reading in certain ways. So the first few words that came out were complex and isn't. And what I heard is it's complicated, but it's not. And specifically, I heard the ego likes to complicate what the soul knows to be true. And I feel this is a very true saying, especially as twin flames. Very often, the opinions of others, or even our own doubts, fears, ego, insecurity, can kind of cast a shadow of confusion, a layer of complexity on what our soul knows about this person, about this connection. So I hope that, and I guess this is my intention for this reading, is that whoever you are listening, wherever you are tuning in from the planet, I hope that you receive some deeper level of clarity about some aspect of yourself, your life, or your twin flame path specifically through this reading. So now that I've set my intention, you can feel free to set your own intentions for this reading, either out loud, or you can type them in the comments, or even in the live chat if you are watching this reading live. By the way, I do post live twin flame readings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you'd like to tune in for those. So now that I got those kind of initial channeled thoughts out of the way, I am going to start shuffling our Energy Oracle Cards deck today. While I'm shuffling, I would encourage you to like the video and also make sure you are subscribed if you would like me to channel specific messages for you and for your situation. Because by taking these two actions, by liking and subscribing, you are transmitting some of your energy to me across all time, space, and distance, whenever and wherever you're watching or listening into this reading. And I'm able to actually pick up on that energy and channel more specifically for you. Okay, so let's get started here. What do twin flames listening to this reading need to know at this time? What does anyone listening to this reading need to receive? Wow. You guys aren't going to believe this. So the first three cards to come out here are Woman Holding a Heart reversed, Appreciation in the upright position, and of course, what you aren't going to believe is the Yin Yang card came out as the third card here just right away. And this is very synchronistic because not only is this a twin flame specific card, or that is how I apply it when I use this particular deck. Of course, the Yin Yang being the masculine and the feminine balance. But also, this card actually came out very early on in our last twin flame reading. So I am not quite sure how these messages are going to fit together here. So I kind of just want to ease into figuring out what the messages have to say for us today. So woman holding a heart reversed. Let's start there. This is the number 44 card. So if this message applies to you, you may also be seeing a lot of the number 444. So I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit from the guidebook about this card to see how it applies. Female dealing with family, love, or emotions. For some reason, instantaneously when I read that, I felt connected to a divine feminine who's been going through something recently with her literal physical family here on earth. I'm not sure exactly what this is, and I feel this won't be for everyone. I feel several different messages coming through here. So as always, be sure to only apply whatever connects, whatever resonates with your own heart and soul, with your own intuition. But I want to know, the word act came out from the word scramble. So this divine feminine could feel as though her whole life she's been putting on an act for her family, not really able to express her true self without being rejected. And there could be something about that she is healing at this time. What is going on with this divine feminine and her family? Garden and the gates in the upright position. I just heard I'm learning to find myself. I'm learning to find my true self, to lock out these potentially negative influences of others, the thoughts and opinions of others, and truly establish my emotional independence. That is what I'm hearing from this divine feminine dealing with her family. So as I said, I felt that was only one message coming through here that won't apply to everyone listening. So I do want to know how else this could apply. This card reversed could indicate a state of being emotionally overwhelmed, as you may feel as though your love life is turned upside down. Yeah, I strongly heard from this card, this could be connecting with a divine feminine who's simply been experiencing a lot of chaos, confusion, potentially even doubt in the 3D physical world, which is very interesting because in the initial messages, I was speaking on embracing this chaos, embracing this journey as it unfolds in the physical, even when it feels confusing or messy. And I feel I'm connecting with a divine feminine who is in the thick of this kind of chaos, confusion right now. The word discover came out, and also the word pig, if that connects in any way. But with the word discover, I feel that this could be speaking to the fact that this divine feminine could have unearthed or discovered something about her divine masculine recently, or this could even be referring back to the situation we talk about a lot, because collectively there was a lot of upheaval, a lot of tower moments happening to us within our individual twin flame connections right around the time of Mercury retrograde this year. So this could be referring back to that situation for this divine feminine. But I do feel this feminine could have discovered something that I just heard it was painful, discovered something painful. My gut literally, I felt like my stomach was turning upside down. This could have been some kind of news or information that was gut-wrenching to hear about the masculine. I want to know about what this divine feminine discovered. I'm kind of getting a past energy from this, so I feel like this was either a very, months past discovery that this divine feminine is keeping alive by reflecting on it, like continuously kind of feeling that discovery come up or come to the forefront of her mind. Alternatively, this could have happened within the last few days or weeks. But I do feel that if this connects with you, this is something that already happened, not something that's coming in the future. Yeah, with happy family in the upright position, I just heard this won't be for everyone, but this could be, I heard that someone could have found out that something about their masculine's family situation, or even about another relationship, about his partner, like a spouse even, something like that. Alternatively, this message could be speaking to the fact that this divine feminine had this, I just heard shattered family, had this vision of some kind of a future, a stable, happy, exciting future with her masculine that just came tumbling down in this tower moment. I'm just seeing this image like struck by lightning, shattered, altered. And her ego is even telling her this situation is somehow permanently negatively altered because of what she discovered or found out. Okay, the next two cards to clarify here are financial constraints and fifth chakra in the upright position. This is really interesting. So through this situation, something happened with communication here. I'm going to see if I can get more specifics by reading into this financial constraints card. Restrictions. That word restrictions really stood out to me from the guidebook. I just heard we're breaking the rules or the restrictions. So this could be a divine feminine feeling as though something about her situation with her masculine is either some kind of a deal breaker or something her ego or human mind has considered a deal breaker in the past or been labeled that way. Or this could just be a situation in which it's like somehow I just heard like I felt backed into a corner, like I feel restricted by this situation. Interesting. Let's see if we can get any more messages from this. There's a big difference between what you need and what you want. This card is telling you to take care of your needs and bide your time. Things will get better. Interesting. I heard something very powerful through that card, through that message in the guidebook specifically. I don't feel that for most of you this will apply literally to money. I think this financial constraints card is presenting itself as kind of a metaphor for the ways in which I felt like my hands were tied. I felt like I had no choice in this situation but to act in a certain way, to either distance myself or to just simply, as the guidebook was saying, to maybe just focus on myself, my own needs, to kind of step away from this situation because of whatever was discovered or unearthed. Now with fifth chakra in the upright position, I feel this could be indicating that this discovery was some kind of new communication coming in. Someone could have literally been contacted or messaged by someone who knew something about this divine masculine. Alternatively, this could have been this divine feminine's intuition literally communicating with her. And then this led to this sudden, I'm seeing this is very complex, this kind of situation, but I'm seeing with this fifth chakra, which is of course the throat chakra card, I'm seeing this divine feminine go from being really silent, like trying to somehow hold it all together about a situation, to suddenly reaching her breaking point and just communicating very strongly to the masculine, either I hear a divine feminine saying I can't do this anymore, or I need to step away, I need to focus on myself, or just there's some kind of powerful communication shift. But I feel in the moment it may have looked negative on the surface because it was this feminine communicating out of being pushed to a breaking point and just needing to say something, needing to just I just heard get something off her chest or something like that. There's some kind of, this won't apply in this exact way to everyone, but there's some kind of opening of communication here going on that I feel was perceived to be negative. But I feel there's a deeper level message from spirit here that this communication actually served a kind of purpose. Through this whole situation, I feel that in a sense, this was kind of clearing the air. This was kind of almost healing this situation in some sense. I want to see if I can get any clarification on that. Freedom. Yeah, so I feel that although this divine feminine felt in this situation that she was being very much backed into a corner, had no choice but to do whatever she did or to say whatever she said, ironically, on a soul level, energetically, this situation brought about, it's a greater freedom in this love connection, meaning that it almost I just heard it actually removed restrictions. Now, this removal of restrictions could be karmic contracts. So this freedom card could actually be indicating that this situation is moving along the cycle of breaking free, finding freedom from karmic contracts within this connection. So just take that however it resonates with you. I will be channeling more specifics on what karmic contracts specifically we are referring to, or what restraints were being shifted or lifted, released through this situation, if this is resonating with you, as well as letter initials involved. All of that will be in the extended version of the reading, which is linked in the pinned comment under this video. Okay, so I want to move along to this appreciation card in the upright position. So I'm going to go ahead and begin by trying to channel some messages from the guidebook about this card. Choosing gratitude, and for some reason I instantly heard, I am at peace with what is. And depending on where you're at on this journey, this might be something that your higher self is feeling, that I'm channeling through your higher self, or this could be something that you're really connecting with at times in the physical world as well, from your 3D physical perspective. But I do feel like there is this lesson to be learned through this situation of being able to find peace in the storm, peace within, inner stillness, calm, knowing, in spite of the circumstances. The words choose and greatly came out, and for some reason with the word choose, it's like I heard you have to choose for yourself, and there's kind of an emphasis on for yourself. So I strongly feel whoever is connecting with this, there could be outside influences or perceived opinions of others, meaning you could be thinking, what will so-and-so think of this love situation, or what I'm going through with my twin, or whatever the case is. And I feel that through all of these circumstances, everything we've been bringing to the surface so far through this reading, one major healing lesson this divine feminine I'm connecting with is being taught is how to entirely release the opinions, ideas, expectations of others, truly connect with her own intuition, with her own soul's knowing, and make a decision, make a firm choice to commit to that soul knowing rather than committing to the whims of others' opinions. That's what I'm getting for. Again, I still feel I'm speaking strongly to a divine feminine here. If you are struggling to clear out these voices from others, know that this is very likely because you are most likely a highly empathic person. And I say this because people who are highly sensitive tend to struggle to really shut out these opinions and voices of other people because they are capable of feeling them, feeling those energies from others more intensely. So know that nothing is wrong with you. In fact, this is simply an indication of the powerful gift of sensitivity, of empathy that you have within you. However, as an empath, it's also very important to establish daily rituals and to get certain tools you can use to clear out these energies from others that will have a tendency to latch themselves onto your energy field as an empath. So my personal favorite sound therapy energy clearing tool is a 7-chakra clearing subliminal I've created. I personally use this literally every single morning. I've been meditating to this since last November when I first created it. And since then, my YouTube channel has been able to grow immensely because I've been able to fully energetically establish myself, clear my energy, clear out the opinions of other people. I've also been able to manifest so much in so many different areas of my life through simply clearing out my energy, getting to that soul deep clarity on my vision for myself, for my life, for my twin flame connection, for all of these aspects of myself and my life. So this subliminal is available in 4 different background sounds: music, ocean waves, rain, white noise. and you can access it through my website, soundandsoulful.com. So as you can see on the screen, I have created over 100 subliminals on this website, and I've created subliminals for literally every area of life imaginable, from love and relationships to powerful mood shifting subliminals to manifesting specific material things. And of course, within the twin flame connection, I have several subliminals designed and dedicated specifically to the twin flame path. So you can try out any of these subliminals free by creating a free trial account on my website. You can also combine any of these subliminals into custom playlists that are designed to loop automatically, so you can listen to them overnight while you sleep or as you are going about your day. So this 7 chakra clearing will be linked in the pinned comment under this video, as well as any other subliminals recommended during the reading. So finally, the last card to come out here, the number 22 card, 222, which many of you may have been seeing recently, the yin yang card. I feel this is an overarching message card for all 3 of these cards coming out here, speaking to the fact that everything here is being brought into balance, into perfect divine balance. I am really emphasizing that message here because this is something it is very important for us to hold fast to within our energy, within our own mind, within our own heart and soul. Because the waves, the chaos, the storms of this situation in the 3D could be raging for many of you who are listening. And it is so essential to reconnect with this truth, with this knowing that you have, that your twin flame has, that you share on a soul level, that all of these situations, as chaotic and confusing as they may seem at times, are happening for a purpose, clearing the way for what you are in the process of creating within your life and with your twin flame jointly. Now, the 3 words that came out in the word scramble just now were faster, brick, and engine, if those connect to you in any specific way. However, specifically with the word brick, I heard brick by brick, that idea of laying one brick at a time. So what I'm hearing here is focus on laying that one brick, taking that one step forward, doing the next right thing, making the next right move. And by right, I mean what your soul is leading you, guiding you to do without knowing exactly when or how this entire foundation is going to be laid within your connection, kind of metaphorically speaking. With the word faster, I did hear intuitively someone from an ego perspective might be wishing at times this was happening faster. But I do feel there's a reason that this isn't happening faster. Why isn't this happening faster? I want to see if I can get clarification on that. The community card in the upright position came out. Interesting. I'm actually going to read a little bit about this card because I'm not quite sure how it applies. The light in this picture represents your ever-present spirit community as well. This is really interesting. I strongly heard like spirit guides, divine intervention, something like that here. And I feel there actually could be a divine reason this isn't moving along faster. If you are that person wishing that it was happening differently or faster, I just heard you are being divinely protected. I almost feel as though there's some situation of like, if it were to happen more quickly, the way your ego wants it to happen, it would fall apart. Almost like, yeah, storm warning came out, so it would cause greater storms. It's like, I feel that from the physical human perspective, this person I'm connecting with here, and this won't be everyone, but this person feels as though this situation, or at times they feel like something must have gone wrong because things feel very chaotic, messy, stormy. However, all of these storms are actually happening as a form of divine intervention, divine protection along this journey. It's like this connection is actually being protected through these situations that you are perceiving from your ego perspective as being negative or unwanted. The word support came out. Also the words man and green, if that connects to you in any way. But the word support, it's almost like you have to build the support beams, the foundation. I'm getting a lot of construction type metaphors in this reading, but I feel like there's something about you have to build a foundation together energetically that can withstand the storms, which is why things seemed to fall apart, to allow you to, it's almost like, this is such a complex metaphor coming through here, but it's almost like your spirit guides or your divine forces guiding your life, whatever you connect with or conceptualize those forces as, they caused this situation or allowed this situation to unfold, to fall apart temporarily the way that it did, to bring in these storms for the purpose of clearing this foundation away that was never going to support you and this connection, so that you and your twin could lay a completely new, much more solid foundation that would be able to withstand future storms. That is what I'm hearing from these cards here. Yeah, and the card 6 chakra in the upright position came out, connecting with the third eye chakra. So this was definitely some kind of divine intuition. I just heard this message of like someone feels like they're completely on the wrong path, but they're actually completely on the right path. I spoke a little bit about this on my Instagram the other day when I channeled an energy update. By the way, if you would like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is at Magnetize Yourself, all put together. I post a lot of additional twin flame content and energy updates there. But I did channel this idea that it's very, very important, like vital at this time as twin flames on the planet, to not pay attention to physical circumstances that may feel confusing, that may cause you to feel spiritually destabilized, and instead to fixate your attention on what your soul knows to be true about this person, about this situation. If you are having trouble connecting with that inner peace regarding the twin flame connection specifically, I would recommend meditating with my twin flame 7 chakra clearing subliminal. I did mention my general 7 chakra clearing earlier on, but the difference is the twin flame 7 chakra is specifically focused on clearing energy blocks that disconnect twin flames in the physical to really bring about a deepening of this, I should say, the way in which we experience this connection in the physical, because we can't deepen or weaken the connection we have with our twin flame energetically speaking. That soul tie, that soul bond is always there. It's ever present. It's always equally strong at every point in our lives. But the ways in which we experience this bond physically, through our physical body, through our experiences with our twin, through our communication with our twin in the physical world, hinges on how blocked or open we are within our own energy field when it comes to receiving and giving unconditional love to our twin. So the link to that twin flame 7 chakra clearing is in the pinned comment under this video. So I'm going to go ahead and move along here to see what further messages we can channel. The words guess and join came out in the word scramble, if that connects to you in any way. Also the word color. I hear someone's twin flame saying it's like, I feel like I was seeing the world in black and white before I met you, something kind of cheesy like that, but like now I see the world in color. Okay, so what else do twin flames listening to this reading need to know at this time? Okay, the broken heart card came out in the upright position, and I specifically heard, for those of you who feel brokenhearted, almost like addressing someone who is listening to this reading. Again, this won't be everyone, but someone who's been feeling brokenhearted. There's something you need to know, so I'm going to get into that message here. The words Sunday and identity came out. I just heard identity theft for some reason, but I also heard like feeling like this could be metaphoric, so feeling like someone was pretending to be something that they weren't. This could even be feeling like your divine masculine pretended to be something and then it came out, or your ego perceived that that wasn't true, and there could be some hurt or brokenheartedness surrounding the situation, but that won't be everyone. Interesting. So the woman holding a heart reversed card came out again. So I do feel this could be a divine feminine that we are speaking to here who is feeling this brokenheartedness. This could even literally be the same divine feminine from earlier, because this exact card came out in this exact position earlier in the reading. So I want to know who is, or I guess we kind of know who is feeling brokenhearted, but why is this person experiencing heartbreak, feeling brokenhearted? Wow. Okay, I just got some goosebumps here. So the two cards that came out were the cornucopia card, the 11 card, 1111, as well as blossoming abundance reversed, which I often take to mean something feels like it's slipping through your fingers. So I just heard like everything I wanted, everything I envisioned about this connection, about the future of this connection, felt as though it was slipping through my fingers, or now feels like it's slipping through my fingers. A very deep grief coming from this energy, which I do feel could be a divine feminine in this situation. And the heartbreak here, although I feel there could have been many literal circumstances surrounding this heartbreak that will depend on your situation, I feel the overarching theme is I wanted something that didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen. And this has been an ongoing theme from recent readings. So I want to know, what does this divine feminine need to know about this thing she wanted that didn't happen, about this situation of heartbreak? Interesting. The card that flew out is flirt. So this actually could have involved her counterpart if it is a divine feminine, or maybe it's flipped. This energy can be reversed, but this could involve someone seeming to be interested in others, or thinking that someone is romantically flirting with or talking with others. That could be involved in this situation of heartbreak. Religious factors. Interesting. So for some, this could have involved some kind of religious institution or belief system. I'm strongly hearing Christianity, or Christianity, Catholicism, something like that. I'm not really sure how this applies though. Maybe this will connect with someone specifically, because I'm not really sure. The word baby also came out, and also the word sell, and I instantly heard sell out. I feel that someone I'm channeling here could feel like their counterpart was a sellout when it came to their connection, like traded this beautiful future of this love connection for something. I just heard something temporary, something else, someone else, something like that. So I want to know what this person I'm connecting with needs to know at this time. So what does this person who is feeling brokenhearted need to know? Wow. Wow, guys. Okay, the card that came out from the Lover's Oracle is transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Very powerful message coming through here. I strongly feel this card is affirming, reaffirming what we've already spoken on through this reading, that this entire situation came again to clear the way for a more stable foundation to be built. That is what is happening on a higher self level. This situation is in the process of being transformed in a powerful way, in a positive way, regardless of how the ego self or the ego mind is perceiving it. Now, if you would like more details on specifically what didn't happen that this divine feminine or this energy I'm connecting with wanted to happen, what feels like it was slipping through her fingers, as well as what is actually transforming about this situation, what is happening on a higher self level. Those messages will be in the extended version of this reading, which is linked in the pinned comment under this video. Okay, so now I am going to be speaking to both the divine feminine and the divine masculine in the 3D physical world. So how they could be interacting, what they could be feeling on a physical 3D level. So let's start with the divine feminine. What is the divine feminine? Whoa, a card just flew out. So once again, woman holding a heart, dealing with family, love, emotions. I feel there could be many different messages here, but I do strongly feel there's a divine feminine working to establish her independence, either literally or financially or emotionally in some way. And through this establishment of her independence could be coming up against the voices and opinions of others, whether it's friends or family, could even be parental disapproval, siblings, whatever the case is. I just heard different. I feel this is a divine feminine who's felt different her whole life, felt like she's never really belonged, even within her own family. And you need to know this is because you chose to incarnate even in a family where you wouldn't feel like you belonged, because you were meant to be different. You were meant to show a different path. But I know that's very challenging at times. It's difficult to stand out even when you understand your soul's purpose in being different. I just heard arrow, and it could feel like some situation was like an arrow to the heart. Magician and the mirror in the upright position. Also, the word believed came out. I'm getting this sense of betrayal from this divine feminine, feeling like I believed you and now I feel betrayed. With the magician in the mirror, this is interesting because this is the second card in this deck of the two. There's only two cards in this deck I strongly associate with twin flames, the yin yang card and the magician and the mirror card, because this card shows a man that has an orange light in one hand, a blue light in the other hand, which is often used to symbolize the two flames within the twin flame connection. So I am going to read a little bit about this card to see how it applies. Knowing and using your true power. This card upright represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. You are the magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirits. Yeah, I strongly just feel a divine feminine stepping into her power, and I feel this is a very ongoing, gradual process, coming into her own, becoming her most confident self, reconnecting with her authenticity. And this is taking a lot of courage, because once again, I do feel that this might set her at odds with some people around her, or at the very least make her feel a bit left out or different. The words habit and better and see came out. With the word habit, I feel this divine feminine could be recently you could have actively had certain negative habits brought to your attention that are holding you back in some way, that you've been actively working to change. That message might just apply to one person listening. But also the word sea, it's sea as in ocean, S-E-A. There could be a divine feminine here who's simply just like very drawn to the energy of the ocean. There's something about water, a water sign, something here with water. So you could just be someone who is a water sign, or someone who is very drawn to the water, or specifically the ocean. You could have visited a body of water, like a lake or an ocean recently. The card appreciation reversed came out, and I instantly heard this message like, you were never fully appreciated as you should have been, but now you are learning to fully appreciate yourself. And I specifically heard this in regards to either love and relationships. So this could be a divine feminine who didn't feel fully seen, supported, or appreciated in love connections, who is now learning to turn that appreciation inward. Alternatively, this could be someone who just within her family dynamic growing up did not feel seen, did not feel understood, did not feel appreciated for who she truly was. And it caused her a lot of pain. And she's learning to no longer seek that external validation, but to find that support of internal validation within herself. So that is what I'm getting for this Divine Feminine in the 3D. If you would like a channeled love message from the Divine Feminine's higher self in this situation, that will be in the extended version linked in the pinned comment. So I'm about to channel this Divine Masculine's 3D self, but the words facing and March came up. So there could be something significant about springtime for this Divine Masculine or within this twin flame connection. With the word facing, I just heard like facing his demons, if that connects, like almost like facing something about himself or his life, but I'm not sure how that connects yet. So what is this Divine Masculine thinking or feeling from a physical perspective? How is this Divine Masculine facing his demons, facing his true self, facing something here? So the card to come out is the World card in the reversed position. I instantly got a very, very lonely feeling from this card. I heard loneliness, depression, sadness, lost, feeling empty. This could be a Divine Masculine here going through a very intense spiritual awakening, dark night of the soul kind of experience. I also heard that in some twin flame situations, for some people listening in, this masculine might be kind of suffering this silently, not really speaking about what he's experiencing, about this loneliness, this sadness, this emptiness he's been feeling. Yeah, I want to see if I can get more details on that. So why has this masculine been feeling lonely? Door to personal healing and happiness in the reverse position. I just heard right in the middle of my healing, but it's very messy. Yeah, woman holding a heart came out here as well. For some reason, I just heard like, I know I've hurt you along my healing journey, and that causes me so much deep level pain and sadness, even if I'm not fully expressing that in the physical. However, you still hold my heart. That's what I hear him saying. Actually, I heard him like crying while he was saying it, like, you are the only one holding my heart. And when he says you, he's speaking to his Divine Feminine counterpart. The word office came out. So this could be a Divine Masculine struggling with not feeling aligned with his workspace, workplace, or work situation. Yeah, and then the third chakra reversed came out here, which connects to the solar plexus chakra. This card has been coming up a lot in recent readings. It connects to inner confidence. I feel like this masculine has had his sense of self, identity, and core confidence really shaken recently through whatever he's been experiencing, this spiritual awakening, this healing, this ego death, whatever he's going through. And the word strategy came out in the upright position, and I just heard quietly planning, quietly scheming, but not in a negative way, like in a positive sense. But I feel there's like this emphasis on it's happening quietly, it's happening beneath the surface. I don't feel, if this is your Divine Masculine and you are a Divine Feminine listening, I feel that you would think this strategy card, this planning card, may not apply to your masculine because he might not be vocal about the ways in which he is, I just heard, thinking and overanalyzing about something about this connection, how it's going to come together. Yeah, I feel like he's not speaking about either his struggle that he's feeling, but also not opening up about what he wants and is actively in his mind analyzing, planning for mentally for the future of this connection. Yeah, this masculine has definitely had his confidence shaken. If this is you and you are either perceiving that your masculine is going through this experience, or you yourself are experiencing all of these things, know that as twin flames, we do reflect one another's energy, which can be a very triggering thing because we do mirror one another in moments of having the expression of energy blocks in the physical. But on the other hand, we do mirror one another's healing as well. So if you feel your masculine going through this kind of stepping into his masculine power, but it's being a very messy process, this kind of spiritual awakening, the best thing you can do is clear your own energy blocks within yourself to assist him along this path, to step into your own power if you are the divine feminine, or if you are the masculine listening, to truly shift your energy, embody the divine masculine in his most highest activated state, or the divine feminine in her most highly activated state. And what happens is, by clearing these blocks within yourself, stepping into your power either as the masculine or the feminine, your twin flame counterpart feels and responds to those shifts energetically within you. And they do this unconsciously, but in a very real-time, powerful way. So I do have two subliminals. One is for the awakened divine masculine, and one is for the awakened divine feminine. And regardless of which label you resonate with, selecting the subliminal meditation that connects with your energy. So if you're the feminine, you would choose the awakened divine feminine, and vice versa for the masculine. Meditating with this subliminal will allow you to fully shift into your power as the feminine or the masculine in this connection, and affect that powerful shifting of the balance of the yin yang within your twin flame connection, really assisting your twin with their stepping into their power and their spiritual awakening process as well. So the link to those two subliminals, the awakened divine feminine and the awakened divine masculine, are linked in the pinned comment under this video. I do want to just see if I can get any more information from this divine masculine in the physical. So what else is this divine masculine thinking or feeling from his physical perspective? Yeah, finances and career come out. So I do strongly feel that this whole spiritual awakening process could very much intensely be putting pressure on this divine masculine's work life, his happiness within his job, his career, financial situation, whatever the case is there. But also the card Stay Optimistic About Your Love Life came out. And oddly, I heard whether this masculine is speaking it or not, I feel like he is consciously in the 3D becoming connected with this kind of planning or thinking about the future of this connection. And even at times in his physical mind, feeling a kind of optimism about this future. I just heard it's the only thing I'm holding on to. So there may be a masculine who's almost holding on to the idea of the future of this twin flame connection through very dark, lonely, or empty times that he is experiencing, regardless of what he is communicating to the divine feminine in the physical. So hopefully some of those messages connected with some of you listening. If you would like letter initials potentially of the people involved with this situation, as well as a channeled love message from both the divine feminine and the divine masculine's higher self, from a higher self perspective, all of that additional information is in the extended version, which is in the pinned comment under this video. But for now, I'm going to leave the reading here. So I really hope you received some message of guidance or clarity from this reading. Thank you so much for joining me here today. All of the subliminals recommended throughout this reading, which are the 7 chakra clearing, the twin flame 7 chakra clearing, the awakened divine feminine, and the awakened divine masculine. All of these subliminals are linked in the pinned comment under this video as well. So please do subscribe to this channel if I do resonate with you. You can join us here any Monday, Wednesday, or Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to tune back into future readings if you would like to watch them as live premieres. Otherwise, I just hope you have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day and a wonderful weekend as well. And I will talk to you again in Monday's reading.